Life always gives you ordinary weeks, but then there are weeks that whisper to you, wake up. Everything you do now will define your tomorrow. From 9th of September to 15th of September, these are not ordinary days. They carry energy, opportunities, and lessons that most people will ignore. Don't be like most people. Be awake, be present, be ready. Why is this week different? Because time is neutral, but your awareness makes it powerful. You either sleepwalk through these 7 days, or you turn them into 7 steps to transformation. Every decision you make, every thought you allow to stay in your mind, will either build you or break you. Most people live their entire lives in a state of sleep. Their eyes are open, but they do not see. Their ears hear, but they do not listen. They wake up every morning, and before they even take a breath consciously, they are already lost in yesterday's thoughts. They are already trapped in the loop of old habits, old fears, old stories. They believe they are living, but they are only repeating. That is what it means to live without awareness. It is like walking through life in darkness, while the light has always been within you. This is why I say awareness is your first weapon, because without it, you are defenseless. You have no shield, no sword, nothing to fight against the distractions, the illusions, the fears that dominate your mind. But the moment you bring awareness, you bring light. And in the presence of light, darkness cannot survive. Think about it. Every action you take begins with a thought. Every word you speak begins with a thought. And every destiny you live is built on those actions and words. If the thought is unconscious, your life will be unconscious. If the thought is reactive, your life will be reactive. But if the thought is conscious, if it comes from awareness, then your life becomes intentional. That is the difference between living and truly being alive. Awareness is not something mystical, not something that belongs to monks in the mountains or sages in caves. Awareness is the most practical tool you can ever have because it influences everything. The way you eat, the way you speak, the way you respond to challenges, the way you use your time, all of it changes when awareness enters. Ask yourself this: how many times today have you done something without thinking? How many times did you pick up your phone without needing it? How many times did you scroll for minutes that turned into hours? How many times did you react to someone's words without understanding their meaning? This is how life escapes from people, not in one big decision, but in these small unconscious actions repeated every day. Awareness is the antidote to that escape. When you are aware, you see yourself picking up the phone, and you ask, why am I doing this? Is this helping me? Is this leading me where I want to go? That single question changes everything, because now you are no longer a slave to habit. You are the master. Awareness does not mean you stop living. It means you start living fully. It means when you drink water, you taste the water. When you walk, you feel the ground. When you breathe, you know you are breathing. You stop living in the past or the future and start living in this exact moment. And this moment, my friend, is the only real thing you will ever have. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, but this moment is alive. And if you can master this moment through awareness, you can master your life. But here is the challenge. Awareness is simple, but it is not easy. The mind will fight you. The mind loves autopilot. It loves habits because habits require no energy. Awareness requires effort, and the mind does not like effort. But if you want to live an extraordinary life, you must make that effort. Start with one simple practice. When you wake up in the morning, do not touch your phone. Do not let the world invade your mind. Instead, take one deep breath and ask yourself, what is my intention today? How do I want to feel? What do I want to create? That single act of awareness will set the tone for your entire day. And throughout the day, pause. Stop in the middle of your work, in the middle of a conversation, and ask, am I present? Or am I lost in thought? You will be shocked to discover how often you are lost. And that discovery is the beginning of change, because you cannot change what you do not see. Awareness is the seeing. It is the light that reveals everything. But awareness is not only about you. It is also about others. When you are aware, you truly listen to people. You hear what they are saying, not what you think they are saying. You see beyond the words. You understand the silence. Most conflicts in life come from a lack of awareness. Not from evil, not from malice, but simply from people not seeing clearly. When you bring awareness to your relationships, you bring peace. When you bring awareness to your work, you bring excellence. When you bring awareness to your health, you bring vitality. There is no area of life that awareness does not improve. And yet, most people ignore it because they are too busy, too distracted, too rushed. But let me tell you the truth. If you are too busy to be aware, you are too busy to live. Awareness is also the foundation of self-mastery. You cannot master your emotions if you are not aware of them. You cannot master your thoughts if you do not see them. You cannot change your habits if you do not notice when they happen. So, every time you feel anger, become aware of it. Do not fight it, do not judge it, just see it. Awareness itself is the first step to transformation, because what you observe without judgment begins to lose its power over you. That is why I call awareness a weapon. It is your sword to cut through illusions. It is your shield to protect you from negativity. And the best part, no one can take it from you. No circumstance can remove it. It is always with you, waiting for you to use it. This week, from 9 to 15th of September, I want you to treat awareness like your daily training. Just like a warrior trains with his sword every day, you train with your mind. Wake up and bring awareness to your breath. Bring awareness to your food. Bring awareness to your thoughts. Notice when negativity tries to enter. Notice when fear knocks on your door. Do not let it walk in unnoticed. Awareness gives you the power to choose. And choice is freedom. Without awareness, you have no choice, because you do not even see the options. With awareness, you can choose calm over anger, focus over distraction, growth over stagnation. And do not wait for the perfect moment to practice awareness. Do not wait for a retreat, for silence, for some ideal condition. Start where you are, in the middle of noise, in the middle of chaos. Because awareness does not depend on the environment. It depends on you. It is like a flame. You can light it anywhere. And the more you light it, the stronger it burns. At first, it will be hard. You will forget. You will go hours without awareness and then remember. Do not get frustrated. Every time you remember, celebrate. Because that remembering is awareness returning. It is a victory. Over time, those moments of awareness will grow longer. And one day, you will wake up and realize you are no longer living on autopilot. You are awake. You are alive. You are free. So, ask yourself right now, am I aware? Am I truly here, reading these words, or is my mind somewhere else? If you are here, stay. If you are not, come back. This is the training. This is the life. Do not waste this week. From 9 to 15th of September, make awareness your first weapon, your first priority, your first practice. Because if you master this, you master everything. Every person carries chains. Some of them are visible, most of them are not. These chains are the invisible forces that hold you back when you are trying to move forward. They are the habits that keep you in the same cycle. They are the fears that whisper, "You can't." They are the excuses that sound like logic, but are actually lies. These chains are comfortable because they are familiar. They feel safe because you have lived with them for so long. But they are still chains, and as long as you wear them, you cannot be free. You cannot rise. You cannot become the person you were meant to be. This week, from 9 to 15th of September, I want you to focus on one thing. Break one chain. Not all of them, just one. Do not think you need to fix everything in 7 days. That is how people fail. They overwhelm themselves with a list of 100 changes and then quit because it feels impossible. But one change, that is possible. One chain broken can shift your entire life. Because when you break one, you prove to yourself that you can, and that belief will become the seed for every other transformation. So, what is your chain? For some, it is procrastination. You know what you should do, but you keep delaying it. You keep saying later, until later becomes never. For others, it is fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. That fear keeps you from speaking your truth, from taking a risk, from living fully. For others, the chain is distraction. Every time you want to focus, your hand reaches for the phone. Every time you feel discomfort, you run to social media or entertainment. And then there are those whose chain is negative self-talk. You tell yourself you are not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough, and you believe it. There are many chains, but the result is the same. You stay in the same place while life moves forward without you. The first step is to identify your chain. This requires honesty, brutal honesty. Look at your life and ask, what is the one thing that, if I removed it, would change everything? Do not lie to yourself. Do not hide behind excuses. The chain is there. You feel its weight every day. Acknowledge it, because you cannot break what you refuse to see. Once you see it, make a decision this week. I will break it. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now. Why now? Because if you do not do it now, you never will. Later is the favorite word of the chain. Later is how the chain survives. So stop feeding it with later. Breaking a chain is not easy. If it were easy, everyone would be free. A chain is made of repetition. You have repeated that habit, that fear, that belief for years. You have given it strength every time you obeyed it. So when you try to break it, it will fight back. It will whisper, just one more time. It will tell you, you've done enough. It will make you feel tired, frustrated, doubtful. But that is the moment of truth. That is when you must fight harder. Because the resistance you feel is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that you are winning. Chains do not resist when you are weak. They resist when you are close to breaking them. This is where awareness, discipline, and commitment come together. Every time the chain tries to pull you back, pause, take a breath. Remind yourself why you started. Visualize what your life will look like without that chain. Feel the freedom, the lightness, the power. Let that vision fuel you. Do not focus on the pain of breaking the chain. Focus on the pain of staying the same. Because that pain will last forever if you do nothing. The pain of change is temporary. The pain of regret is eternal. Which one do you want to live with? Maybe your chain is waking up late every day. So this week, wake up 1 hour earlier. Just 1 hour. Use that hour to do something meaningful. Read, exercise, meditate, plan your day. That one change can transform your productivity, your energy, your mindset. Maybe your chain is negative self-talk. So this week, every time you hear that voice saying, I can't, replace it with, I can and I will. It will feel fake at first. That is okay. Repetition created the chain. Repetition will break it. Maybe your chain is unhealthy eating. So this week, remove one bad habit. No junk food after dinner. Just that. You do not need to be perfect. You need to make progress. One chain at a time. And understand this. Breaking a chain is not just about the action. It is about the identity. You are not just trying to stop a behavior. You are trying to become a new person. A free person. A person who chooses, not a person who is controlled by habits and fears. Every time you resist the chain, you are casting a vote for that new identity. You are proving to yourself, I am stronger than my past. I am stronger than my excuses. I am stronger than my limitations. That belief is priceless. Because when you believe you can break one chain, you start to believe you can break them all. Some people will hear this and think, it's just one chain. How much difference can it make? Let me tell you, it makes all the difference. Because chains are connected. Break one, and the others start to loosen. For example, if you break the chain of waking up late, you gain time. With that time, you can exercise. When you exercise, you feel better. When you feel better, you eat better. When you eat better, you think better. One chain leads to another. This is the power of small beginnings. People underestimate small changes because they want big results overnight. But life does not work that way. Freedom begins with one link breaking, and then another, and then another, until one day the chain is gone. This week is your chance. From 9 to 15 September, the universe is giving you 7 days. 7 days to prove to yourself that you are not a prisoner. 7 days to choose strength over weakness, courage over fear, discipline over comfort. Do not waste it. Do not tell yourself, I will start next week. There is no next week. There is only now. So decide right now what is the chain. Say it out loud. Write it down, make it real, and then make a plan to break it. Do not keep it in your head. Put it on paper. Because a written decision is powerful. And then take action immediately. Not tomorrow. Not in an hour now. Even the smallest action counts. If your chain is procrastination, then right now. Take the first step on that task you've been avoiding. If your chain is fear, then right now, do the thing you have been afraid to do. Action kills chains. Thinking strengthens them. So stop thinking and move. And when you succeed, and you will, celebrate. Not by going back to the old habit, but by recognizing your strength. Look at the broken chain and say, I did that. Feel the confidence that comes from victory, and then use that confidence to break the next one. Because this is how transformation happens. Not in one big leap, but in a series of small, deliberate, courageous steps. Break one chain this week, and your future self will thank you forever. Life is short. Too short to live as a prisoner. Too short to keep wearing chains that do not serve you. So choose freedom. Choose power. Choose growth. Break one chain this week, and you will start a revolution inside yourself. A revolution that no one can stop, because the only thing stronger than the chains around you is the will within you. And that will is waiting for you to act. So act now. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. This is your moment. Take it. Break it, live free. Your energy is your life. It is the most valuable currency you have. And yet, most people spend it carelessly as if it were infinite. They give it away to arguments that do not matter, to distractions that bring no growth, to people who drain rather than uplift. They pour it into negativity, gossip, fear, and wonder why they feel empty at the end of the day. Let me tell you this. Nothing will shape your future more than the way you protect or waste your energy. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose opportunities and create new ones. But when you lose energy, when you allow yourself to be drained day after day, you lose life itself. This is why I say protect your energy like a treasure. Because that is what it is, the most precious resource you will ever own. Think about it, everything you do requires energy. Every thought, every word, every action, it all consumes energy. The quality of your energy determines the quality of your decisions, your relationships, your results. When your energy is low, even small problems feel like mountains. When your energy is high, even big challenges feel like opportunities. Energy is not just about the body, it is about the mind, the spirit, the emotions. It is the force behind your entire existence. And yet, how much time do people spend thinking about it? Almost none. They think about money. They think about possessions. They think about status. But they ignore the foundation of it all, energy. You can have everything, but if you have no energy, you cannot enjoy any of it. From 9 to 15th September, I want you to treat your energy like your greatest treasure. Guard it. Protect it. Because this week will test you. It will send people, news, situations to steal it from you. You will be tempted to give it away to arguments that do not matter, to notifications that keep buzzing, to negativity that keeps knocking. Do not allow it. Because every time you give your energy to something that does not serve you, you weaken yourself for the things that do. You cannot fight the battles that matter. if you are exhausted from fighting the ones that don't. So how do you protect your energy? The first step is awareness, knowing where it leaks. Look at your day honestly. Where does your energy go? To endless scrolling, to gossip, to complaining, to worrying about things you cannot control. These are the holes in your energy tank. If you do not close them, you will always feel tired no matter how much you sleep, no matter how much coffee you drink. Because the problem is not the lack of energy, it is the lack of boundaries. People without boundaries will always be tired because they live at the mercy of everything around them. A notification rings and they respond.